Heat on the chrome, buy you breath in the night. Street lights bending where the city ignites. Concrete shining like it's working late. Purple dust dripping down 288. Third ward murals, west side glide. Every block got a rhythm you feel inside. Slow cook pride in the neighborhood air. If you ain't from here, you can't learn that flair. Freeways twist where the night runs deep. Every exit got a memory we keep. H-Town, where the sky runs wide. Storms hit hard, but we never hide. Bass stays low, but the soul stays loud. Yeah, we came from the mud and we stand real proud. H-Town, where the grind won't wait. If you know, then you know that's a Lone Star fate. That's a Lone Star Heat waves rising off the loop at noon. Old school rides humming one slow tune. Inner walls painted with dreamers fire. Downtown breathing like a live wire choir. Space city mindset, aim high, don't fold. Old heads talking about the days ago. Sunrise glows on refinery lines. Every struggle here sharpens a spine. H-Town, where the sky runs wide. Storms hit hard, but we never hide. Bass stays low, but the soul stays loud. Yeah, we came from the mud and we stand real proud. H-Town, where the grind won't wait. If you know, then you know that's the Lone Star fate. That's the Lone Star That's the Lone Star That's the Lone Star Under moonlit bridges we gather and roar. The streets hum back in language we adore. Built to lift each other when the waters rise. That's Houston heart. No, the sky static than a spark from the late night DJ. Guitars chugging like a freight on the bay. Sunnyside grit, heights at dawn. Every neighborhood thread keeps the legacy strong. H-Town, where the glow runs late, where the hustle hits hard and the people stay great. Wherever I roam, wherever I stray, H-Town pulls me back like a tide in the bay. H-Town, where the grind won't wait. If you know, then you know that's the Lone Star fate. That's the Lone Star That's the Lone Star Even when the night slows down and the engines rest, you can feel the city breathing steady in your chest.
Oh, yeah.
Fire wind carried through the oaks and stone, whispering where you wander, you're never alone. Headlights fade, but the rhythm remains, rolling through the streets like blood through veins. Every story, every scar, every rise and fall, that's the heartbeat underneath it all. And when the dawn lifts up the edge of the sky, you'll see H-Town shining with another try. No matter how far your footsteps roam, this place calls you back with a voice like home. Guitar still ringing in the humid air, drums like thunder saying we're still here. So let the last note hang, let the night unfold, 'cause Houston's spirit never grows old. That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star
Well then, alrighty then. Thank you guys and gals for being here. We are at the very, very beginning, basically, of this game. And we got the Suns again today. It's nice to be back at home, right? Live from Houston. Well, I'm not coming at you live from Houston, but coming at you via the Toyota Center in Houston. I am here as usual to broadcast this game for you guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's see here. Let's see what I can pull up on the game. See if I can give you any updated information.
Well, he might be hurt, but Fred VanVleet is still actively a part of this team. And tonight you'll hear some of that as Fred will be wired up.
Let's take a look. The starting five for the Rockets today. Looks like Şengün is not going to be in today. He's actually out. So now we have VanVleet, Smith, Eason, and Şengün on the injury list for now. Rockets are 14-5, 6-2 at home. Really good at home. Doing really, really good at home. But it's looking like, if I'm not mistaken, I guess I can take the starting soon off the board. That's in my way now. Give me 1 second to take that off the board. There we go. Excellent. Durant, Okogie, Adams, Smith, and Thompson. That's going to be our starting five for today. I appreciate you all being here. They are now announcing Dylan Brooks and the rest of the starting five. Whoops, I forgot to turn my desktop audio off. Just corrected that. No worries. Allen, Brooks, Williams, O'Neal, and Gillespie are going to be the starters for the Suns. We'll be getting this game kicked off in just a few moments. They're playing the hype video right now. Jabari Smith, Thompson stealing the ball behind the back, blocking the ball. Durant and the other guys walking through fire and sparks. Turning basketball into what appears to be a sci-fi apocalyptic future. I really do wish I could show these clips to you guys and gals. If I were a rich man, I could just buy the rights to show clips, you know, to show up to 10 seconds of clips here and there throughout the game. If I were very rich, I could do that. I could really do that. And how cool would that be? To actually be able to show you up to 10-second clips at a time of these highlights while I'm calling the games. How awesome would that be? I'd like to do that for the Rockets games, the Texans games, the Astros games, and not have to worry about copyright claims or strikes. That would be freaking awesome. As it stands right now, we are moments away from tip-off. Still got some guys on the court warming up, taking some shots. Currently got about 5 viewers, starting off modest as usual. But those 5 who are listening in right now, you're the rock stars. You're the all-stars. Thank you for being here. I expect that some of my longtime listeners and viewers will be here. But if for some reason you are not, if you're not here, I miss you. All right. Rockets are getting naked, taking off their warm-ups, getting down to the white jerseys. We are knocking at the door, just waiting on that tip-off. Okogie, Adams, Smith, Thompson, and Durant in the huddle. One last huddle with the coach. They say that the keys to the game for the Rockets include ball movement. They are good at moving the ball. But to me, I think these aren't the main keys to the game, because I think they do that pretty well already. To me, the keys to the game are how much they have improved or will improve in this game in other areas that they've been struggling with, like consistent defense in the paint. Continuing to dominate on rebounds is a must, of course. But getting those second chance points, taking good shots. Don't rely too heavily on the three-pointer. And typically, they haven't done that so much compared to other teams. Even though they haven't taken as many three-pointers as some other teams, they've basically been leading in three-point percentage. I think that's a great balance. When you're not taking as many as the other teams, but you're making them more than other teams, that's absolutely fantastic. Tip-off is on the way. Adams is going to be going up against Williams. And here it comes. He knocks it over to Okogie, but Okogie can't get it. Suns will get it first. And we're off to the races. Brooks with the ball. Gets into the lane. He's going to take the first shot in the paint. And he rattles it in for 2 points. A few feet inside the foul line. Thompson brings the ball down. 11.5 left in the first quarter. Throws it over to Adams. Adams looking to hand it off to Durant. Finally able to do it. Durant brings it into the left side, gets into the paint, takes the jump shot, airballs it over the rim from the left side of the paint. Goes out of bounds. How in the world did it go out of bounds with nobody rebounding it? Suns with the ball on that turnover. They try to bring it down. Oh, nice steal by Okogie. Nice. Okogie steals it, knocks it away, saves the ball to Smith, who throws it to Okogie, and he gets the fast break layup all by himself. It's 2-2. Great play by Okogie there. Suns jack up a three-pointer. It rims off. Smith with the rebound out to Thompson. Thompson goes inside all the way to the rim. Misses the pass to Okogie, who was cutting. A great move to the basket and a good thought on the pass, but the pass just missed him. Man, Okogie, wow, that was beautiful. That steal, save, and then fast break layup. Beautiful all around. Good job, Okogie. 2-2, 10:39 left in the first. Phoenix takes the ball in. They get into the lane. Good. Smith cuts him off. Brooks with the ball at the top of the key. Gets inside. Gets the ball knocked away by Okogie. Oh, they give him the baseline. And he gets the shot around Thompson. Thompson failed on the defense there. I think that might have been Allen. Smith hands the ball to KD. KD at the top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He throws it over Okogie. Fakes the three. And he goes inside, makes the layup. Beautiful. Wow, Okogie, he faked the crap out of him. I think that guy's underwear is hanging in the rafters after he faked him out of his shorts. 4-4 right now. Phoenix has the ball. Long a three-point attempt bricked off, but the Suns rebound it. The miss by Gillespie. Another three-pointer This time by O'Neal, and he hits it off the front of the rim. Durant with the rebound, brings it down. Gets knocked away, loses the ball. It's a steal. And Allen just jacks up another three-pointer immediately instead of trying to wait for his teammates. Rockets with the rebound. Thompson brings it down, goes to KD. KD inside, and he goes down with the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. 9.5 left in the first quarter. Man. Okogie looking nice and aggressive with the steals, the saves, the fakes, the layups. Okogie with all of the Rockets' points right now, but Durant adds a free throw there. 5-4. Rockets take the lead. And it's been a little chilly the past 3 days, colder than usual. Next free throw is in. 6-4 Rockets. Suns bring it down. Gillespie with the ball. He gets around Thompson on the pick. O'Neal grabs it, goes inside with Adams. Goes short on the... short on the mini jumper, but he gets his own rebound and lays it in. It's 6-6. Thompson brings the ball down with 9 minutes left in the first. He goes around the pick, goes inside. He's got a wide open layup. Finger roll, baby. 8-6 Rockets. Thompson now on the board. O'Neal with the ball, goes around, gets into the lane, tosses out to Gillespie, over to Brooks. Back to O'Neal, who's posting up against Smith. Turn around, and he drops it in. 8-8. Smith over to Adams. Adams looking for somebody to pass it to. Hands it off to Thompson. Thompson moves it around to the far side. Doesn't have the shot. Tries to go inside to Adams. Reflects off of his hands and out of bounds. That'll be another turnover. That's 3 turnovers for the Rockets in the first quarter. Gillespie with the ball. Hands it over to O'Neal. Stolen in the backcourt by Thompson, but it rolls out of bounds before he can get to it. Good defense there. Defense not looking bad. They've only really given up one easy bucket to the Suns. They force another three-pointer. They miss it. Adams with the rebound over to KD. On the wing, bringing it down. Moves back and forth. Throws it over to Smith for 3. Misses it. Rebound tried to go. They were saying that's off of Adams. Adams going to say, no, that's definitely not me. Adams was there for the rebound. But O'Neal knocked it away. Okay. So the officials got together and they... Oh, it was off Adams. Wow. The referees got together and overturned the call, but when you looked at the slow motion, it actually did touch Adams last. Durant for the baseline jumper doesn't get it. Tapped up twice by Adams, and he comes down with a rebound. Out to Smith. Fakes the 3, goes inside, lays it up and in. Finger roll, baby. Rockets up 10-8. Oh, a three-pointer by the Suns blocked by Okogie. Adams was laying on the ground acting like he was hurt. He was hamming it up for the camera there. That was pretty funny. He was grabbing his abdomen and wincing like he was in pain, but he was just joking around. That was funny. That was hilarious. There was a cameraman right there in his face, so he hammed it up for the camera. But Rockets ball, 10-8, 7 minutes left in the first. Thompson with the ball in the lane, misses the shot. Nobody there for the rebound. Man, that was an easy jumper. How did you miss that one? Off the back of the rim. Long three-pointer for O'Neal. Bricks it off the back of the glass. Rebounded by Okogie. Called for a foul is Gillespie on that rebound. Okogie just kind of doing everything, man. Love that freaking play. I love that. They showed that highlight again. There's a timeout right now, so we're going to go on a short commercial break. But they just show that highlight again of Okogie stealing the ball, saving it over to Smith, and then running down the court to get the pass and the layup on the fast break. That was some professional stuff right there. You would think that this was the NBA or something. Hey, Brendan. Brendan says hello. Hello to you. I was wondering if you were there today. Thank you for being here as usual, Brendan. I know there definitely are many things that you could be doing. But if you choose to be here, then I greatly appreciate that. How are things going for you and your family? Let's take a quick look right quick while we're in commercial break at some of the scores around the league. Let's jump over to the scoreboard really fast. Second quarter with 11 left. Portland losing to... No. Detroit just went up. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I had that right. Detroit over Portland, 33-30. The New York Knicks over the Jazz in the second quarter with 7 minutes left, 51-23. They're getting beat up, the Jazz. First quarter just finished with Toronto and Charlotte. Toronto up 24-18. Same thing with the Miami Heat and Orlando Magic. It's the end of the second quarter. It's halftime there. 60-57 Miami. San Antonio leading Cleveland by 1 point, 41-40, with 9 minutes left in the second. Or is that? No, that's the third quarter. My bad. Third quarter. Lakers getting trashed by the Celtics. I love that matchup, that old traditional matchup, the Celtics and Lakers. It's not the same as it used to be, but it's nice to see the Celtics beating up on the Lakers. 46-69 at halftime. 23-point lead for the Celtics over the Lakers. Good job, Celtics. Second quarter, 6.5 left. Atlanta is beating up Denver, 57-38. 19-point lead there. And in the first quarter with 6.5 left, Chicago's beating Indiana 12-9. And then there are a couple of other scores, but let's get back to the Rockets game. We're back. We are back to the game, to the main game. This is the main game we care about. My grandfather died last week at 90, so not that well. Well, 90 is a pretty good long life, I hope that he had a really fulfilling life. I'd love to get to 90. But of course I feel for you. I lost my main grandparent when I was about 19. Unfortunately, I didn't. She was really, really the closest to me, but unfortunately, she never got to spend time with me as an adult. She never got to see her granddaughter, her great granddaughter, my daughter, So that was unfortunate. Suns try to bring it inside, dunk it. I think that was Allen. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. It's 10-8. Rockets, 6.5 left to go in the first. They haven't had his funeral yet. Is that what you're saying? First free throw is in. Allen on the board. With now 4 points, I believe. With that free throw, he makes the second one. Thompson going to bring it down. Jabari Smith already has 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Okogie with the ball. Gets it inside to Durant, who does the turnaround jumper. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Man, that barely touched the net going in. He's saying that he's getting smacked on the arm. 10-12, Rockets with the lead. Suns get the ball inside, lay it up and in over Adams. That was Brooks. Durant with the ball on the far side. Tries to back it in, throws it across to Okogie, fakes the pass, then goes over to Smith, almost loses it. Tries to go inside, tosses it out to Thompson. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Smith, who takes the three and flushes it down. Nice. 15-12 Rockets. Oh, that's unfortunate, Brendan. That's got to be tough. Dylan Brooks, nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. That was a rip. Makes the jumper 15-14 Rockets. Adams has the ball at the top. Tries to pass it over to KD, but KD gets pushed by Brooks. What kind of a ridiculous foul was that? He just pushed him, just shoved him. Durant now has 31,000 points. He's the 8th player in NBA history to get to that point. Congratulations, KD. You did it with the Rockets. Shepard is in the game. They get the ball over to Brooks. KD, I'm sorry. KD goes inside to Adams, and Adams loses the pass. And they're probably going to call a tie ball. It's a jump ball. That was a really good look by KD, but Adams just couldn't handle it. I like how Durant does the turnaround jumper over 3 guys. And it's such a perfect shot. It barely touches the net as it goes through. Thing of beauty. 2 seconds on the shot clock. And they're about to have a jump ball. Not much time for the Rockets to get it and shoot it, that's for sure. Here comes the jump. Shepard gets it, fires up the 3, but they say he stepped on the line. He's out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. 5 minutes left in the first quarter, 15-14. My grandma was only married once, Brendan. And he died when I was just a baby. Long 3-pointer by Gillespie. And it's good. No, that's not Gillespie. Gillespie's on the bench right now. That's Allen made that 3-pointer. Fall away 3 by Durant, misses it off the back of the rim. Suns grab it. They're ahead 17-15. Brooks brings the ball inside the lane. Doesn't have a good shot. Throws it out. And they bring it back in. They lose the ball, and the Rockets fight for it, but miss it. They don't get it. Brooks gets it off. Leans in, drops it in with one hand, gets a foul, goes to the line. They're up by 4 with a chance to go up by 5. That's a disappointment. Free throws in, 20-15 Suns, 4:15 left in the first. Shepard bringing the ball down. Hands it off to Thompson. Thompson trying to find a way in, gets cut off, hands it off to KD. KD goes around his man, gets into the lane, and the shot is short, but tipped in by Capella. Good tip in. 20-17, Rockets down by 3. Long 3-pointer. But that's an offensive foul against Iguodaro. Looked like a moving screen foul. Thompson with the ball. 3:40 left. Over to Shepard. Shepard moving the ball back and forth. He's double teamed. He goes inside. Finds Capella inside, but can't make the pass. Taken away by the Suns. They're going to take a wide open 3-pointer again. This is bricked off, but they get the rebound. Come on, guys. Inside all the way to the goal. How did they miss? Allen went all the way to the goal on the rebound to shoot the layup. Missed it. The ball comes down and gets knocked out of bounds, called Suns ball. So they have a third opportunity to score. Looks like they're going to have a coach's challenge and say, we think that that was off the Suns. Commercial break as they go over the challenge. I like these anime commercials they're showing right now for some series on Amazon Prime. Lupin the Third. It's probably a good show for those of you who've never watched anime. You'd probably enjoy watching Lupin the Third. They're pretty fun. 20-17 right now. Rockets trailing the Phoenix Suns with 3:20 left in the first quarter. They are reviewing the last play. A Rockets challenge. Rockets are saying that it was last touched by the Suns, not them. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Brendan says 20 degrees on Sunday night versus the Chiefs. Ooh, it's going to be cold. Going to be chilly. Below zeros. Are they expecting snow? We actually had snow flurries here yesterday. The temperature got down pretty low. But since I'm in the city, it was very, very, very light. Very light. Okay. So, illegal contact by Oso Ighodaro against Thompson. So the ball did go out of bounds off of Thompson's hand, but it was because Ighodaro fouled him. He slapped his arm and made him push it out of bounds. So there's going to be a defensive loose ball foul against Ighodaro. So, nice. Rockets will get the ball down by 3, and they're in the bonus now. So they're actually going to get some free throws. Tommy Likey. Tommy wants shoddy. I don't know what the temperature is out at my house right now, but my house is located in the countryside in northeastern Hiroshima, East Hiroshima. The elevation is much higher. Hundreds and hundreds of feet above sea level and surrounded by small mountains. It gets almost no sun. You don't actually see the sun until after 9 o'clock in the morning. And then the sun disappears well before it should. So it stays really cold in that area. It gets down to way below zero. And it often has heavy snow. I'm sure it's very cold out there right now. Thompson makes both of his free throws. It's 20-19. Ridiculous shot by Brooks. I don't know how he made that. Turnaround jumper from almost the three-point line. 22-19. Suns. 2:55 left. Shepard with the ball. Goes over to KD at the top. KD back in the corner to Shepard, who takes a three-pointer. Nothing but net. Wow, 22-22. Game is tied. Suns give the ball to a guy who was basically too wide open. He took the shot and missed it from three-point land. Thompson all the way down to the other end. Gets bumped as he shoots, doesn't make it. Suns with the rebound. Brooks is going to jack up a three-pointer, and he bricks it off. Tapped over to Shepard, who brings the ball down. Rockets with the chance to take the lead here with 2:10 left in the first. Shepard gets into the lane. Bad pass, gets knocked away. And they're going to call a jump between Capella and Brooks. Little bit of a wrestling match between Capella and Brooks there. Here comes the jump ball with 2:05 left. Knocked over to Okogie. It goes around, goes inside, misses the layup. My bad. That's Tate. Tate's in the game. The headband threw me off. Brooks goes around to the basket, gets fouled by Capella. Man, he took 3 steps to the goal. One, two, three, basically 4 steps to the goal. They call a goaltend on the layup, so they're going to give him the goaltend plus a foul shot. 25-22. Nice. Get into the lane. Oh, why didn't you shoot it? Capella had the shot in the lane, didn't take it, threw it out to Shepard, who misses the 3-pointer. I thought that was a beautiful play to get in the lane. I don't know, why did he not shoot it? He had the shot. Brooks gets in the lane. He misses the shot. Thompson with the rebound, passes it over to Tate. All right, look at that. Alley-oop back to Thompson, who lays it in with one hand. Suns back down to the other end. Inside. They call a blocking foul. Looks like it's going to be on Tate. That might have been Dunn shooting. He leaned in. He was out of control. First free throw is missed. It is Dunn on the line. You were done, man. Speaking of done, you were done. Looking forward to that Texans game. I'm supposed to have a friend joining me on that game. Brendan, by the way. Second one goes in. 26-24. Rockets down by 2. 1:05 left in the first. Tate brings it down. Oh, now Holiday's in the game, but he's also got a headband. He's confusing me. I haven't seen Holiday with the headband. Layup missed, partially blocked. Gillespie shoots a long 3-pointer. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by Tate. 43 seconds left in the first. Rockets down by 2. Suns have only made 1 3-pointer. If they'd been making them, this game would be terrible. Oh my gosh. Wow. Iguodaro goes inside, gets the shot off in the lane, makes it, and is called. And Capella is called for the foul. Wow. So they show the replay, and Iguodaro actually shoved Capella off with his left arm. That's 2 fouls on Capella. So Capella gets shoved off by Iguodaro's forearm, and they call Capella for a foul. Makes no sense. No sense at all. Here comes the free throw. He bricks it off. That was terrible. That looked like garbage. 4-point lead for the Suns, 28-24. Thompson with the ball. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Thompson tries to go inside, has it knocked away. No foul called. They ran right into him, and he lost the ball. Suns have it now with less than 20 seconds left in the first. 12 on the shot clock. Brooks with the ball. Shepard guarding Brooks. Works it inside. Passes it out to Goodwin. Shoots a three and makes it. 31-24. 3 seconds left down the other end. Holiday goes inside. Fires out to Shepard for three, and Shepard hits it off the backboard. Miserable end to that quarter. Miserable end to that quarter. The highlight of that quarter was Kevin Durant hitting his 31,000th point in the NBA. But that's where we stand right now. Let me get back over here to my layout right quick. Let's see if I can take a look at the scoreboard here, and I can update some scores for you while we have the break. Looks like the Clippers are leading the Grizzlies 40-34. The Sixers are leading Milwaukee 49-31 in the second quarter. The other game was also in the second quarter, by the way. Dallas and Oklahoma City have not started yet. Indiana over Chicago 39-35 in the second quarter. Atlanta over Denver 73-54 in the second quarter, actually at halftime. Boston over Los Angeles Lakers 85-65 in the third quarter. Spurs over the Cavaliers 72-64 in the second or at halftime. Orlando just barely leading the Miami Heat 76-74 with 4.5 to play in the third. Toronto and Charlotte in the second quarter almost tied up. It's 38-36 Charlotte. New York Knicks over the Utah Jazz 68-47 at halftime. And Detroit up 51-41 over Portland in the second quarter with about 3.5 left. We are back at the Toyota Center. Reed Shepard bringing the ball in. Works around the pick, goes all the way up and inside, gets the layup. Nice. That's a good start to the second quarter. 31-26. Long three-point attempt off the front of the rim. Knocked out of bounds. Going to be Rockets' ball. That was a three-point attempt by Goodwin. Suns have only made a couple of their attempts. Their three-point attempts. Thompson with the ball at the top. Hands it off to Shepard. Shepard gets it into the lane. Makes a nice pass to Thompson, who gets fouled going up. He's going to go to the line and shoot a pair, but loses control of the ball. Got about 5 viewers. Still staying quite low. First free throw is good. Make sure you like the live stream. The more likes, the better. The more people we can get in here. Second free throw is up and in. 28-31, Rockets down by 3. Got about 7 likes. Okay, 7 likes on the live stream. That's pretty good. Gillespie dribbling the ball all around. Hands it off to Brooks. Oh, good defense. A block there. Nice. Gillespie tried to put it up, was blocked. They tried to put it back up. It was knocked around, went out of bounds. Rockets ball. Thompson has it. He's bringing it down. Looking for something. Moving it over on the right side. Tries to go inside, gets cut off. Looking for someone on the inside. Fall away jumper by Thompson. Misses it. Good rebound by Capella. He was the only guy in there. And he goes up for a reverse layup. Can't finish it. He was the only Rocket in there in the paint. Got the rebound and couldn't get the oh, man. And then Capella gets burnt on the other end by Boyer. And stolen after the inbound. And the Suns go right back at the rim and lay it in. Rockets really lazy on the inbound there. 35-28. They're down by 7. Shepard jacks up a 3. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it's Rockets ball. KD's going to come back in the game. Thompson bringing the ball in. Everybody's covered. And they turn the ball over because they can't get the ball in. Good grief. The Rockets playing like they want to lose right now. 9:40 left in the second. Gillespie brings the ball in the lane, takes the jump shot, and it rolls in. 37-28. Suns by 9. Shepard brings the ball down. Timeout called. Nine minutes and 21 seconds left to go before halftime. Rockets down by 9. Man, what is with the Rockets lately? The past few games, just way too many minutes. Way too many minutes. Of trashy play, you know? Let's take a look at some team stats right quick for this game. Let's see here. Thompson actually has 8 points. He's leading the Rockets. No Rockets are in double digits right now. And no other Rockets have more than 5 points other than Thompson. Thompson with 8. Smith with 5. Shepard with 5. Durant with 4. Okogie with 4. Capella with 2. Adams with 0. Tate with 0. Holiday with 0. Pretty low scoring affair right now for the Rockets, with just 28 points and 9 minutes to go in the second. Dylan Brooks already has 14 points. But check this out. The Suns are shooting 14% from the three-point line. If they were just shooting 20% or 25%, they would be destroying the Rockets even more. Durant for 3, knocks it down. Wow. Coming off the pick, Durant jacks up to 3, nails it. 31-37. Suns, 9:05 left. Inside pass, reverse layup. Very, very late whistle called. After Gillespie shoots the ball and misses it, then they call a foul on Shepherd. I think there should be a little bit of a rule there. You can't call a whistle like 2 seconds after the foul occurs, if there is a foul. First free throw is in. Gillespie scored 28 points against the Lakers the other day. That was his career high. He makes the second free throw. Shepherd brings it in to Smith. 39-31 Suns. And Smith loses it out of bounds. He gets double teamed and he dribbles it out of bounds. So that's another turnover. 9 turnovers for the Rockets, only 2 for the Suns. They get a man inside, but bad pass. Loses it. Holiday brings it down. Shepherd goes inside. Alley-oop and dunked down by Capella. Nice. 39-33. Come on, Rockets. Brooks trying to push inside. Fall-away jumper. Bounces it off the back of the rim. Gets knocked around. Smith with the rebound. KD bringing it down. Goes around his man inside and dunks it down. Two-handed flush by Kevin Durant. 39-35. Rockets down by 4. 8:10 left in the second. Gillespie all the way out to Bouyer's wide open for 3, and it rattles around for about 5 seconds and finally goes in. 42-35 Suns. Shepherd bringing the ball down. Durant now has 9 points. Capella with the ball outside the arc. Tries to hand it off to Smith. Back to Capella. Pass over to Smith. He tries to go inside. Gets cut off, but he takes the jumper and misses it. Rebounded by the Suns. 7.5 left to play in the half. Brooks has it on the outside. Backs up. Shoots the 3. Breaks it off the front of the rim. Reed with the ball. Throws it to KD on the wing. Tries to go into Capella. Would have been a perfect pass, but it gets knocked away by Brooks. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Houston ball with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, they're kind of sucking right now, Brendan. You're right about that. I mean, they're trying to come back. Holiday brings it in to KD. KD takes the jumper, knocks it down. 11 points for KD. 42-37, Rockets down by 5. Alley-oop to Williams. Easy layup. 44-37 Suns. KD with the ball on the wing. Tries to go into Thompson. Loses it. Over to Holiday. for three. Nice. 44-40. 6.5 left in the second. Brooks with the ball. Goes all the way around. Tries to go inside. Loses the ball. Smith on the fast break to KD. KD goes. He loses the ball. He was trying to go inside. He takes the jumper, and a foul is called. He makes it. The fall away jumper and the foul. KD kept getting his arms slapped by O'Neal. O'Neal kept slapping at him, and he pushed him off. Makes the shot. Take him to school, man. Take him to school. O'Neal wasn't even making a good effort to go to the ball. He just was slapping KD on the arms, on the hands. He makes his free throw. 3-point play. 14 points for KD. 10 in the second quarter. 44-43. Rockets just by one. They're down by one. They don't know who the ball went off of there. The ball went out of bounds. They tried to do an alley-oop and a dunk. Completely missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. It looked like it was off the Suns, but they call it jump ball because they don't know who it went off of. They're going to show a replay here and show us. Difficult to see. No challenge called, so they're going to have a jump ball. Thompson and looks like Williams. No, that's not Williams. What am I looking at there? Who am I looking at? That is Williams. It's just not updated on my screen yet. They have a jump ball, but it gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball with 22 seconds on the shot clock. 6 minutes left in the second. They bring it in. Long three-pointer. Bricked off. Rebound. Fighting for the rebound. Get it. Smith brings it down finally. Thompson all the way down to the other end. Tosses out to KD. KD gets in the lane. Goes up for the jump shot. It's good. And the foul again. Holy freaking cow. KD gives the Rockets the lead 45-44 after taking it inside the lane again with the jump shot, the fadeaway, getting the foul and rattling down the jumper. Wow. He's going to go to the line and shoot one. KD has scored 12 points in the second quarter. He makes his free throw. That's going to be 13, baby. 5:47 left. Rockets by one. And there is a timeout. What a crazy game this be. What a crazy game this be. Do we have time to take a look at a couple of scores? Anything interesting going on? Let's see. It would definitely be nice to have Şengün back, that's for sure. Halftime, Detroit over Portland 65-58. 11 left in the third. Knicks over the Jazz 71-50. Halftime, Charlotte over Toronto 53-52. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Orlando over Miami 87-82. The Spurs with 11 minutes left in the third over the Cavaliers 74-69. Lakers down by 15 to the Celtics in the fourth quarter with 11 left. Third quarter, 10.5 remaining. The Nuggets down by 11 to the Hawks. Second quarter, 2.5 remaining until half. KD at the line, about to shoot his free throw. It's nothing but net. 3-point play completed. Suns get all the way back down to the other end, take a shot in the lane, but miss it. KD with the rebound. He's going to bring it down. 5.5 left before halftime. Rockets up by 2. 46-44. KD inside Adams. Under the basket to Thompson with a reverse easy light dunk. 48-44. Rockets by 4. Good passing right there. Brooks has it. Doesn't have the three-pointer. Hands it off to Gillespie. Gillespie back over to another man. Whoa, I'm surprised there wasn't a foul called there on the Rockets. Brooks takes it inside, banks it off the glass, but bricks it, gets his rebound, and rolls it in. Lazy rebounding leads to second chance points, 48-46 Rockets. Holiday with the ball. Over to Adams in the lane. Turn around, man, you were open. Over to Durant, and goes inside and drops it in, man. Beautiful move by KD to go around two guys, 50-46 Rockets. Brooks pulls up for a jumper, misses it. Wasted no time in shooting. Rockets get it back. Thompson at the top. Goes behind the back, goes inside. Doesn't have it. Goes out to Adams, out to KD. He goes in the lane. Bounce pass to Adams. Adams in the lane, lays it in. Nice. 52-46, Rockets by 6. Gillespie with the ball, over to Williams, puts up a shot, misses it, but gets his own rebound. Knocked away by Adams, good! Thompson picks it up, goes down to the other end, doesn't have the fast. Nice dunk finish. Rockets now up by 8 points, 54-46. I don't know why I keep getting disconnected from the internet. It's one of those things that really bothers me about here is because this internet is supposed to be so much better than the internet that I have with Starlink, and yet it's not. Can you believe that? This is fiber optic internet, but I think it's because it's part of an apartment complex. You know, it's not a single house with its own connection. It's part of a 6-story apartment complex. And there are about 5 or 6 apartments on each floor. So roughly about 30 apartments here, I think. No, on the first floor, there aren't any apartments. So it's roughly 25 apartments. But still, you know how it is. Apartment connections are never as good as a house connection. Brendan says our injured players are going to come back soon. Did you see the news? I haven't seen it because I've been busy the past couple of days. But I did know that I wasn't expecting, and I'm not expecting some of our guys to be out very long, you know. Rockets let Gillespie get inside, and he makes a layup. 54-48, Rockets. Thompson with the ball. Tries to go inside, passes back to KD, who goes inside the lane after faking the 3. Gets the layup, nice. 17 points for KD in this quarter. Turnover. Jabari brings it in all the way down to the other side. Lays it up and in. Coast to coast. 10-point lead for the Rockets, 58-48. They flipped the game around suddenly. 2:50 left in the second quarter. Oh my gosh. Allen gets around his man and has a clean path to the goal. Just goes up and lays it in. 58-50. Durant with 21 points. Holiday with the ball. Tries to go around the pick. And he makes a lazy pass to Durant. He gets stolen. Oh my gosh. He goes up and he gets the slam dunk and Holiday fouls him. He's going to go to the line. Done with the dunk. You know, it's bad enough Holiday made such a terrible pass to give up that steal to Dunn. But then when he fouls him at the other end while he's dunking the ball, he didn't even stop him. If you're going to foul him, you got to at least stop him, you know. Useless. Rockets lead back down to 6. Dunn about to shoot his free throw. 58-52. He makes the free throw. 58-53. Smith into Holiday, who brings it down the court. 2:25 left in the second quarter. Durant goes into Adams. Adams in the lane. Throws it out to Smith, who brings it in the baseline. Lays it up and in. With the foul. Nice. He's going to go to the line and shoot. $60-53. We're going to make it 61. Here comes the free throw, and it's good. 61-53. 2:12 left in the second. Some soft defense on the other end. Suns go all the way to the goal, get the shot up, miss it, but Adams is called for the foul. Two minutes away from halftime. Iguodala goes to the line, bricks his first free throw attempt. Dylan Brooks averaging 22.3 points a game right now. He has 16. Just a few shy of Durant. Second free throw is down by Iguodala. Iguodala, I guess you could say. All day with the ball, backs up for a three-pointer, knocks it down. Holy cow, off the dribble. Wow, that was amazing. 10-point lead now for the Rockets, 64-54. Brooks with the ball all the way on the outside, doesn't have the shot. Gives it off to his man, gets the ball back, gets in the lane, shoots it up, misses it. Durant with the rebound, out to Thompson. Fast break to the other end. Gets stripped away by Brooks. Goes out of bounds. It will be Rocket ball. 1:27 left. 18 seconds on the shot clock. I was surprised to see Şengün on the injury list, though, Brendan. I didn't know he was even on there. Adams with the ball. Durant goes back door, tosses it out. Okogie wide open for three, but there's a foul underneath on the Rockets. So luckily that brick by Okogie won't count, and that's going to be called on Durant. Offensive foul called on Durant. Suns get the ball inside. Gillespie rattles it out. Easy jump shot. Isn't able to knock it down. No, that was actually Allen, my bad. He looks so much like Gillespie. Durant has the ball with 58 seconds left. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Turnaround jumper. Misses it off the back of the rim, and they're calling a foul. Brooks and Adams got wrapped up. Wow, they just... Yeah, Brooks wasn't happy about that. I know that they played together twice, but Brooks definitely wasn't happy about Adam's taking a spill on top of him. 64 to 50. I could find a way to fix it. Well, it looks like the Suns made a three-pointer, then Thompson makes a three-pointer. Nice. 56 to 66, Rockets by 10. 20 seconds left in the second. Jump shot goes in by Gillespie. 58 to 66, Rockets. 15 seconds left for half. Durant bringing the ball down. 10 seconds left in the quarter. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 4. That's where we're going to wind up at halftime. 58 to 70. Rockets up by 12. That's super nice right there. Tommy Likey. Tommy Likey. We're going to do a couple of things here right quick. I don't need my headphones right now. Let's take a look, first of all, at the scoreboard, the NBA scoreboard, and then we'll take a look at some of the stats from this game. Rockets have turned it around big time. First quarter was a bust. The start of the second quarter was not so good, and then they suddenly just kicked in the afterburners and turned the game around. Now they're up at halftime. I thought they were up 70 to 58. I don't know why on the screen it's showing, if you see that, 68 to 58. But I thought it was 70. Take a look at the ESPN scoreboard and see if it's showing the same. Yeah, they're showing the same thing. They're showing the Rockets up by 10, 58 to 68. But it doesn't really matter. Let's get back to the NBA scoreboard right quick. And I need to move a couple of things out of my way so I can see. I can actually see what's on the board here. Let me move my girls out of the way. There we go. Now I can give you the info. So Portland in the third quarter, Portland and Detroit. Detroit up by 5, 68 to 63. The Knicks over the Jazz, 91 to 67, with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. The Hornets over the Raptors, 66 to 61, with 6:20. The Celtics over the Lakers, 113 to 93. The Pacers over the Bulls, 62 to 57 at halftime. The Clippers over the Grizzlies, 58 to 54 at halftime. Yeah, you're right, Brendan. I don't know what's going on. It's not lagging, it's disconnecting. It's disconnecting over and over again. Disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. I don't know why. I've complained about it before, but nothing has been done. So I don't know what else to do. It's terrible situation. But if it were just lag, maybe there's something I could figure out to do here, but it just keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, so I'm not sure what else I can do. I know it's some kind of issue with the quality of the connection here in the apartment building. These 76ers are up over the Bucks, 69 to 49 at halftime. Later on, the Mavericks will be playing the Thunder. It'd be great if the Mavericks could beat the Thunder. That would be just awesome, wouldn't it? And of course, here in Houston, it is 68 to 58, Rockets up by 10. And let me jump back to the Rockets scoreboard here. Bring that up on the screen. Yeah, I apologize for the connection. I don't believe I've ever had as much trouble out of my Starlink connection as I've had out of this connection here in the city. And I was expecting to actually have an improvement, you know. There were a couple of days where I had really bad connections with Starlink, but it was because of really severe weather. And I would say that out of other than those 2 days, I really haven't had any big issues being out in the countryside and using the Starlink internet. But for some reason here, I just keep getting disconnected and reconnected. I don't understand why the issue, you know? Great. Well, I'm going to leave the scoreboard up on the screen for now, like I was trying to say before it disconnected. And use the toilet, get something to drink, and I'll be right back. I was going to play some music, but I think if the connection is not good, then it might sound ridiculous. I guess I could play something anyway. Let me see. There we go.
I am the breath of God. I am eternal presence. I am the word made flesh. I am the silence behind the sound. I am the stillness beneath all movement. I am love. I create with love. I dwell in the end. I live from the wish fulfilled. I choose my state. I speak only what I desire to live. I imagine, and it is so. I declare, and it becomes. I walk in victory. I surrender to love. I trust the unfolding. I release the past. I forgive everything. I embrace the now. I breathe and allow. I accept all of me. I rest in what is. I remember who I am. I never left the garden. I am what I choose to embody. I was never broken. I am the dream fulfilled. I'm the healed and the healer. I am the spark of creation. I am not the story. I am the author. I am the name unspoken. I am the voice before the voice. I am the image and likeness of God. I am truth, remembering itself. I am not separate. I am one with all things. I am the breath and the fire. I am the return. I am God. I am. I am. I am God. I am love. I am light. I am safe. I am joy. I am peace. I am home. I am one. I am the dream. I am that I breath. I am that I am. I am. I am.
Clemson's all-time leading scorer, Elton Campbell, was the 1990 first-round pick of the Los Angeles Lakers.
I am that I am.
And it is easy E, Campbell's quiet
I am the light.
endeared him to teammates and coaches throughout his
I am the breath
We are one, only love is real. I see you, I hear you, I know you. I love because I am.
Huh.
I create with love, I dwell in the end. I live from the wish fulfilled. I choose my state, I speak only what I desire to live. I imagine, and it is so. I declare, and it becomes. I walk in.
All right, I am back, and I grabbed myself a nice vitamin C drink. Vitamin C 1500 that I picked up yesterday at the pharmacy. Today I've got some stuff to do. The main thing that I have to do is go over to Costco here in Hiroshima. And that's where my van is currently sitting. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is with the old van. I'm suspecting that it has something to do with the belt and pulley, or just a pulley, or possibly even the alternator, because having some power issues. But I've got to meet the guy over there after this game. Rockets and the Suns back out warming up, getting ready for the third quarter. And I myself well, it looks like we've got a commercial break going on. I would like to tell you more about what's going on in the game, but I can tell you this. The Rockets started off really well. They're now up by 16 points. It's 58-74. The Suns called a timeout because this is not the start to the third quarter that they wanted, to let the Rockets go on a 6-0 run. I will be right back. I'm going to go check to make sure that there's not a problem with the plug. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in. I'll be right back. We're on commercial break, so might as well go check it now. Unplugged the wire, plugged it back into a different port. I don't know if that will fix it, but I sure hope so. We'll see. Rockets up 74-58. Suns just missed that shot. Okogie with the rebound. Over to Thompson, who brings it down. Off the ball foul by Smith against Allen. That'll be a turnover. Rockets had a chance there to add on to their lead and got a little sloppy on that offensive foul. Suns go all the way inside. Nice block by Adams. Stuffed on the layup. Beautiful, beautiful. Allen went all the way inside, and Adams just totally trashed it. Durant with the ball at the top. Tries to go inside with a quick pass to Thompson. It goes out of bounds. Just a little too fast for Thompson to handle. Another turnover. Allen with the ball. Gillespie rather, he hands it off to Brooks. Brooks gets it in the lane, wide open, misses the shot. Ball bounces around and Brooks gets it back. Is that Williams that knocks it down? No, that was O'Neal. O'Neal got it and dropped it in. 60-74 Rockets. Okogie with the ball, almost loses it, and then makes a bad pass to KD, and then they do lose it. All the way down to the other end, O'Neal goes up and is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Williams, rather, not O'Neal. That was Williams. First free throw is in, 74-61. Rockets up by 13. Second free throw is in. 12-point lead for the Rockets. Thompson brings the ball down. 9:15 left in the third quarter. All right. Let's keep it together. Adams with the pick. Thompson pulls up for the jumper. Rattles out. Adams and Okogie were right there to get that rebound. Foul called against the Suns. Gillespie is grabbing his face. They're going to stop the game here for a second and take a look at Gillespie. Oh, he got poked in the eye by Okogie. Looked like he got scratched in the face on his nose, rather. They showed it from a different angle. Luckily, he didn't get hit in the eye. (74-62) with 9 minutes left in the third. Rockets up by 12. They're about to bring the ball in. Inbounded to Okogie. Got the ball at the top. Gets it over to Adams. Adams hands it off to KD. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline. Nothing but net. Beautiful. 62-76 Rockets. Brooks with the ball. Goes inside. Takes a fadeaway jumper. Makes it. 64-76. Rockets by 12. Thompson bringing it down. 8.5 left. Nice move to the goal, but a foul called off the ball. Looks like there's a foul on Brooks while he was guarding KD. Rockets bringing in 15 seconds on the shot clock. Okogie at the top. Tosses it over to Durant. Durant just beyond the foul line. Throws it to Smith. In the corner to Thompson. Thompson goes in the lane. Takes a jump shot. Bounces it off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Suns. Gillespie back to Brooks. Over to Allen. Back to Brooks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brooks goes inside. Lays it up. Misses it. Lazy pass out to Thompson. Suns get the ball. take a three-pointer and it's knocked out of bounds and it would still be Suns ball. Too sloppy with the passes right now. Allen with the ball on the inside goes back out to O'Neal. Over to Brooks on the near side. One-on-one with Okogie. Tries to back it in. Fadeaway jumper. Gets the foul. Misses the shot. Rockets still by 12, 64-76. Both teams playing a little sloppy at the moment. 7:33 left in the third. Brooks going to go to the line and shoot some free throws, but timeout's called. They're going to take a break right there. Well, I have a very long Ethernet cable, and I didn't know if it was the cable itself or the internet connection or what's going on. I don't know what is causing the connection problem. So what I did was, because whether this connection was through my Wi-Fi or a hardwired connection, I was having the same issues, right? I've been having the same issues for the past few weeks. So I thought it can't be the Wi-Fi router. At first, I thought it was just the Wi-Fi router, but I realized it's not. So just a few minutes ago, I went to the actual modem itself where the Ethernet cable is connected and checked to see if it was plugged in all the way. It wasn't completely plugged in, just partially. But instead of just pushing it in, I decided to unplug it and then plug it into the second LAN port, because there are 4 ports, I believe. And it was plugged into port number 1. I decided to plug it into port number 2 and just see what happens. Well, fingers crossed, from then till now, it hasn't disconnected. And I made sure that it was plugged in all the way, nice and tight, nice and firm. My guess is that the Ethernet cable is not very high quality, and so it doesn't stay seated very well, and it's probably not shielded or anything like that. And it might be the weak link. It still doesn't explain why my internet speeds are not as high as they should be. But for now, it seems to be working, so hopefully we won't have any other issues. I appreciate all of you sticking through all that with me. I think currently we've got 6 viewers, 6 listeners. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking around. We're back at the game. 7:33 left in the third. The Rockets were actually challenging the foul call on the shooting foul call. Wow, Brooks hitting Okogie really hard, right in the chest. But Brooks will shoot 2 free throws. He bricks the first one. Maybe he should change his name from Brooks to Bricks. That'd be great. Dylan Bricks. Second free throw. He makes it, but it was a brick. It bangs off the back of the rim, but it goes in. 65-76. Rockets by 11. Adams with the ball right near the foul line. Come on. Let's do something. Hands off to Thompson. Thompson moving around. Goes inside. Lays it up and in. Nice move. 78-65. 7:10 left in the third. Whoa, offensive charge, nice. Thompson draws the foul. Against Williams. Thompson was just standing there, and Williams just went right into him. Refs got it right there. Rockets with a 13-point lead in the ball. 6:55 left in the third. Adams looking for a man to go to on the inside. Doesn't see it. Hands it off. No, he can't hand it off. Nice inside pass to KD, but it's knocked away by Brooks. It'll be Rockets ball down low with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson bringing it in. Gets it to Adams. Gets it to KD. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 4, 3, 2. Goes in the lane. Shoots it up. Nice. Drops it in. With 1 second remaining on the shot clock, he drops it down. 65-80. Rockets by 15. Allen gets it inside. Hands it off to Williams. He's under the goal. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Back out to Allen, who shoots a three-pointer. Misses it. Rebounded by Thompson. Nice. Good pressure. Good defense there by the Rockets. 6:15 left. Adams has it. Looking for KD. KD has it on the near side. Goes in on the right side of the wing. Falls down and he has to throw it away. He doesn't get it to Adams, and it's stolen by the Suns. Three-point attempt bricked off. Okogie with the rebound. Tosses it out to KD, who slows it down and lobs it over to Thompson on the left side. Thompson goes inside into the lane, hands it off to Adams, tries to lay it in, misses it. The ball hit the bottom of the rim on that finger roll. It didn't even get it over the rim. Allen with the ball, dribbling all over the place. Throws it out to the wing, back to Allen. Tries to go inside, doesn't have it. Three-pointer attempt. Blocked. Three-pointer by O'Neal? No, that wasn't O'Neal. That was done. And I need to cough. All right. Inside to Brooks. No, knocked away. They tried to get it to Brooks. Didn't work out. Thompson brings it down to the other end. Doesn't have a path to the goal. Takes it back out to the top. Thompson has the ball on the far side, dribbling around. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Goes in the lane. Pass knocked away and out of bounds by Goodwin. Right by Goodwin. Rockets have it with 3.4 seconds. Shepard is going to bring it in. Throws it to KD. 3, 2, 1. KD into the lane. Nice moving jump shot, but he missed it. Suns with the ball. They bring it down quick. Brooks has it. Goes inside all the way to the goal. Partially blocked. Doesn't make it. Suns get the rebound. Second chance. Brooks up for three. Bricks it. Shepard over to Thompson. Nice. One-on-one on the other end. He goes up and dunks it down. Two-handed dunk. Beautiful. Thing of beauty. Good tap-out rebound from Shepard to Thompson, and Thompson finishes it at the other end, right over Allen. Very nice. 65-82. 17-point lead for the Rockets right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let me take a look here at my upcoming scheduled games. If you'll notice on my live stream, if you go to my main page and you click on my live streams, you'll see a lot of games scheduled right now. Got the Rockets Mavericks game scheduled for tomorrow. Got the Texans-Chiefs game scheduled for Sunday. Got the Rockets-Clippers scheduled for the 11th. Or the 12th, rather. No, yeah, it is the 11th. That's right. It's scheduled for the 11th. Tate with some good defense. Durant gets it. Shepard down to the other end. Misses the layup. Suns get it back. Blown opportunity there for some fast break points. And a bricked three-pointer right off the bat by the Suns. Shepard gets it. Brings it back down to the other end. Doesn't have anything, and he backs out. Over to KD. KD at the top. Thompson comes out for the pick. KD doesn't go anywhere. Thompson looking for a way to get inside. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Into the lane. Gets the shot. Nice. Leans in after the fake. Knocks it down. 19-point lead. 65-84 Rockets. Thompson now with 24 points. A nice little alley-oop there. What happened there? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. He grabbed the rim with one hand. He grabbed the rim with one hand, and he caught the alley-oop with the other hand. Three-pointer by KD knocks it down. So they took that 2-point alley-oop away from the Suns because he grabbed the rim with one hand. And then KD makes the three-pointer. Rockets by 22 points. 65-87. Wow. Durant is having himself a day today. Getting his 31,000 points and still dumping more. 3 minutes to go. Suns bring the ball in with 12 on the shot clock. Brooks has it. Tries to go inside, gets cut off. Turns around, goes in the lane. Drops that one in. 67-87 Rockets. Hey, Angel, so good to see you. Welcome in, man of culture, fellow man of culture. Shepard with the ball at the top of the key. Dribbling around. Foul called on Dunn. He was all over KD. Off the ball foul. It has been a while. As they say in Japanese, Hisashiburi desu ne. Long time no see. Shepard has the ball, 12 seconds on the shot clock, looking for an opening. He's got the three-pointer. Bricks it off the back of the goal. Capella with the rebound. Gets it to Okogie. Okogie goes up strong to the goal and lays it in. Nice. 67-89 Rockets with 2:15 left in the third. Brooks moves it around. I don't think Brooks is going to pass it. He's just going to keep shooting it. They're going to say that he traveled. Turnover. Brooks puts his hands on his head, and he's like, what are you talking about? He complains to the refs. But they say he moved his feet around too much. As the commentator said, he had happy feet. Shepard bringing the ball down. Rockets up by 22. 2 minutes left. He goes around his man. Back to KD, back to Shepard. Shepard for three. Knocks it down. Nice. Rockets by 25. 67-92. Blowing the game open now. Come on, let's keep pushing it. 40-point lead. Bricked off by the Suns. They try a three-pointer. Doesn't work. They try another one. And they make that one. Gillespie makes that one. But Angel, I've been doing okay. Health is okay right now, I guess. But big news is that I was able to reconnect with my daughter, and she's coming to see me in a few days, actually, to Japan. Whoa, Tate knocks a three-pointer down from the corner. Excuse me. Rockets back up by 25, 70-95, 8 for 13 from the three-point line. Gillespie goes all the way inside, lays it up, misses it. As they're scrapping for the rebound, foul called against the Rockets. Gillespie with the ball in the paint, backs up, looks for the three, but he doesn't have it. Passes over to Brooks. Brooks goes in the lane, lays it up and in. 72-95, Rockets. Brendan, she is 25 years old. She just turned 25 last month. She's a young lady. Wow, Shepard for a long three-pointer. Almost knocks it down. Rattled out. That was a long three-pointer. 25 seconds left in the third. Phoenix with the ball. Looking around for the shot. Gets it inside. Knocked away. Beautiful by Reed Shepard. Oh, but they turn right around and give it right back. The Suns steal it, and then it's blocked by the Rockets. The ball's just going back and forth right now. Tate brings it down, and he gets fouled. That was so ridiculous. Steal by the Rockets. Fast break. Steal by the Suns. Fast break the other direction. Blocked off the backboard. Rockets take a fast break. Foul called against the Suns. That was such nonsense. Thompson goes to sit down to take a break. Shepard has the ball. 3 seconds in the game, or in the game, not in the game. I meant in the third. Excuse me. Shepard gets the shot in the lane at the buzzer. Beautiful. 10 points for Shepard now. Rockets up by 25 points. 72-97. Houston up. That's the end of the third. We'll be in the fourth quarter in just a moment. Mr. Angel says that's a nice Christmas present. You are right, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not getting the good vibes I wish I could have between me and my brother. Apparently, he has a skewed view of who I am and the situation and who he is in relation to me and in relation to him and my daughter. He's not her dad. I am. And he will never be her father. Thank God for that. But my brother is choosing to use very hurtful words right now. And unfortunately, he will be coming with her for this very short trip. I would rather him just never message or come see me ever if he's going to treat me that way. I've only ever tried to love my family, and that includes my brother. But my brother is unable to. You can say that he's one of those guys that's unable to handle his emotions. He views that as weakness. It's kind of ironic because a guy who's able to actually work through his emotions, all of his past trauma, and come to peace with it, is a truly strong man. But a man who avoids those things and uses hurtful words and tries to control others, have power over others, and bully others. This is a very weak man. It's kind of ironic because they think they're being powerful, but actually they're very weak. I say this in a non-judgmental way because if a person wants to choose that path, it's their business. it's just not a beneficial path for them or anyone else. It's better to go ahead and deal with the issues that you have, you know? Deal with those issues and make your life better and make the life better for those around you. You know what I'm saying? Suns with the ball. They're looking for a three-pointer. Gillespie shoots it, misses it. But they are there to rebound it and put it back in. Shepard with the ball goes around the pick all the way inside, puts up the layup, misses it. Two men were on him. Gillespie brings it down, hands it off. I think that, okay, I see, no wonder. Suns miss it. Rockets get it back. Smith brings it down, 76-97. Smith with a jumper, misses it, but a foul is called. Might have been called on Hayes Davis. Davis in the game right now. Brooks resting. 11 minutes left in the fourth. First free throw is up and in. Smith tacks on another point for the Rockets. But how have things been going for you, Angel? Are you busy? Have you been doing some travel or business travel or something like that? What have you been doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. Second free throw is up and in. I was having a problem. I started having a problem with my van recently, and it's been parked at the Costco parking lot for about a week. And I'm getting it looked at today. Suns get a jump shot off, and it's good. 78-99. Rockets by 21. Tate with the ball. Goodwin on defense. He hands it off to Shepard, who gets in the lane. Lobs it into Smith. Nice. Now, why did I say Smith? Adams, who lays it up and in. 78-101 Rockets. 10.5 left in the fourth. Three-pointer missed. Shepard with the rebound. Brings it down. 10:15 left. Over to Tate. Tate hands it off. No, that was Okogie to Tate. Tate takes the three-pointer. Gets fouled. Is he going to go to the line? Goodwin fouled him. Are they going to say that was a non-shooting foul? No, it's non-shooting foul. Tate goes out. Thompson comes back in. Forgive and forget. Enjoy the time. If he chooses not to enjoy, that's his problem. Yep. I mean, there's really nothing to forgive. Like I said, if a person chooses to do something that's not beneficial for them and not beneficial to others, I'm not even going to say that it's bad. I'm just going to say it's not beneficial. And I won't judge that. So there's really nothing to forgive. He's just choosing to live and be a certain way that, oh, Thompson for three. So it doesn't really matter. I'll just do my best to not interact or talk with him at all when my daughter's here. She's the only thing that matters. She's the only one that matters. Three-pointer jacked up by the Suns. Miss it. Laid back up and missed. Holiday with the rebound over to Shepard. Rockets up 104-78. All the way inside to Smith under the rim. He gets fouled. Almost makes the layup. He got clobbered from behind. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. $105-78. That first free throw is good. Second free throw is good. 106-78. Rockets up by 28. Right inside goes Goodwin. Gets his stuff tossed out, but there's a foul. Looks like it's called on Holiday. Oh, no, it's not a foul. Just went out of bounds. That's all. Suns go inside. Partial block by Adams, and that is a foul. Boye went inside. 4 fouls on Adams now. First free throw is good. 79-106. Rockets with a comfortable lead with 9 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. Angel says, I've been okay. Going to the Disney cruise with my little ones next week. Our little one and grandkids. When we get back from that, we're going to Grapevine Lake with the RV for Christmas to meet my in-laws. That sounds great. Some good holiday travels going on, it sounds like. That's good. Suns make their second free throw. Bring the ball down on the other end. Goodwin called for an off-the-ball foul. Rockets are in the bonus. They're going to go to the line and shoot. Thompson will be the one to shoot. Rockets up 26, 80-106. They completely turned this game upside down. First quarter was absolutely nothing to discuss for the Rockets. It was terrible. I started to turn it around in the second. And we're up by almost 10 by halftime. And then after that, they just kind of kept building on it. 108-80. Gillespie with a jump shot. Rattles off. Smith with the rebound. Thompson bringing the ball down. Gets into the lane, takes a follow. No, he throws it to Adams, but Adams has to post up, tries for a shot, gets the ball knocked away, and it'll be Suns ball. .840 left in the game. Gillespie brings it down. Looking for a way to get inside. Doesn't have it. All the way over to the side. Three-point attempt by Hayes Davis. He misses it. Rebounded by the Rockets. Shepard will bring it down. 8:20 left in the game. Shepard back to Thompson. Thompson with the jump shot. Nice. 110-80. Thompson has a season-high 31 points right now. It's also the second highest of his career. And the Suns are calling a timeout right there with a 30-point lead. 110-80. Rockets in firm control of this game. On New Year's Eve, we have our party with all my kids and grandkids here. That sounds wonderful. I always wanted to do stuff like that, you know. Have a big family holiday event. We occasionally would have something kind of similar to that. We were able to get together with some family. But my mom liked the ideal holiday get-togethers, you know, with big family, big meal, and all of that stuff. Wasn't always possible. But it was always her preference to do that, you know. Let's take a look here at the NBA scores around the league, shall we? Real quick. 3:43 left in the fourth quarter. Portland over Detroit just barely, 105-103. It's a tight game. The Knicks destroyed the Jazz, 146-112. That game's over. The Hornets smacked the Raptors, 111-86. Orlando pulled it out against the Heat, 106 to 105. Cleveland beat San Antonio by 13, 130 to 117. Boston destroyed the Lakers, 126 to 105. Wow, the Nuggets came back and beat Atlanta by 1 point, 134 to 133. Atlanta was beating them by like 15 or 17 points earlier, and they let them come back and win. That's disappointing. Fourth quarter with 6 minutes left. The Pacers are up 104 to 97 over Chicago. 2.5 minutes left. Memphis is beating the LA Clippers 102 to 98. And with about just under 6 minutes left to go, the 76ers are beating the Bucks 103 to 87. The Mavericks Thunder game is now underway, and it's pretty tight. With just 35 seconds left in the first quarter, it's 25 to 24. So the Mavericks giving them a run for the money right now early in the game. Let's see how that comes out later. Get back to the Rockets game here. Suns take a jump shot in the lane, don't get it. Loose ball foul called, looks like against the Rockets on that rebound attempt. O'Neal with the ball. No, that's Goodwin. Gets it inside to Bouye, who makes the shot. 83 to 110. Rockets with the ball. 7:45 left in the game. Tate brings it down. Over to Shepherd. Shepherd goes around the pick. Over to Adams. Over to Tate. Tate loses the ball in the lane. Fleming gets it. Brings it down to the other end. Takes a three-pointer, misses it. Rockets with the ball. Shepherd will bring it back down. Green with the three-pointer. Doesn't even wait. Gets down to the other end and just shoots it up. Misses it. All the way inside is Bouye, and he tosses it back out to Goodwin. Goodwin goes inside, lays it up and in. Soft defense on the Rockets there. 85 to 110. 6:50 left. Holiday brings it down. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Over to Tate. Tate goes in the lane. Tries to lay it up and in. He gets it blocked. Adam gets the rebound. Can't get the shot off in time. Shot clock violation. They need to pay attention to what the shot clock is. Adams needed to shoot the ball, but instead he tried to throw it out to one of his teammates there, but time ran out. Looks like Davison's in the game now. Whoa! That was ridiculous. There was a blocking foul there on that pick, but was not called by Richards. That was a dirty play, knocking Holiday down. The refs didn't see it. But the Rockets get the ball back. Holiday brings it down, kicks it out to Tate for three, knocks it down. How about that? That's 2 threes for Tate. 113 to 87 Rockets. Fake three-pointer into the lane, jump shot, no good. Bricked off, gets his own rebound, goes back up and lays it in. Bouye doing all of that himself. Holiday bringing the ball down. Field goal percentage for the Rockets right now is 61%. 58.8% from the three-point line. Suns only shooting 14% from the three-point line. Davison goes inside, puts up a brick running jump shot. Right now, they're saying it's Rockets ball. Goes out of bounds on the rebound. Family has a big party at my aunt's house. I have a huge family for Christmas and a white elephant party. We do a Christmas. Oh, Brendan says we do a white elephant party. Gotcha. Angel says we do a Christmas, New Year's party every year here at the house on the 31st. That's cool. 3-point attempt for the Suns. Goodwin puts it up, misses it. Rockets with the rebound. Tate brings it down. Hands it off to Davison. Over to Adams at the top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Tate. Tate goes into the lane, tosses it out to Davison for 3. Misses it. Rebounded by the Suns. Brought down the court by the Suns. They get into the lane. Takes a shot. Misses it. Green knocks it out of bounds. On the rebound, it'll be Suns ball. Man, some of these bench players for the Suns, they are pushing and throwing their hips out and fouling, and the refs aren't calling it. I don't get it. Bouye into the lane. No, that wasn't Bouye. My bad. That was Fleming. Misses it. Davison grabs it, brings it down. Over to Adams. Adams hands it off to Holiday. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Holiday brings it around the pick. Goes up and in. Makes the layup high off the backboard. Good move by Holiday. That was great. 89 to 115 Rockets. Looks like Adams might be going to sit down. Capella in. Hey, Daryl, good to see you. I've been okay. How are you doing? Good to see you. Nice to see some old names dropping in to see me. Appreciate you. Bouye brings it in to Malak. Bouye loses it, but the Suns recover. Take a jump shot from the side. Looked like Malak with that miss. Holiday with the ball at the top. 3:20 left in the game. Pick by Green. And the Rockets lose it. All the way back down to the other end. Lazy foul by Green. Lazy foul against Fleming, who makes the layup on the fast break. And he'll go to the line and shoot a free throw. Free throws up and in. 92 to 115 Rockets. Holiday bringing the ball down. Gets double teamed. Tosses off to Capella. Capella goes inside. Muscles his way in, and they're going to call him for a travel. What is Şengün's injury? I don't even know. I was surprised to see that. I didn't even have time to look it up because I wasn't expecting that. Oh, illness. They actually announced that he would not be available against the Suns not long before the game started, and it was because of illness. So it's not an injury, it's just illness. Maybe he has the flu or something. Or stomach virus. I don't know. I don't see him on the bench. So he must be resting at home. Daryl says doing good. Going to be at the Chiefs games on Sunday. Could be a wild one. I like our chances. That's cool, Daryl. I'd love to be at that game. I'd love it. I'm going to be live streaming the play-by-play here. And actually, a friend of mine is supposed to be joining me. I have a friend who lives in northern Kyoto, close to right on the Sea of Japan, actually. And so he lives here in Japan, of course. But he's going to be co-commentating on the game with me this weekend, the Texans game. So he might even join me for the other upcoming Texans game. So for those of you who will be listening in when I have the Texans play-by-play this weekend, at least, I hope you enjoy the commentary that me and my friend Danny have. Danny is a guy that I met through my YouTube channel, not this YouTube channel, another YouTube channel. He has renovated and is still doing some renovations on a house, an old house here in Japan. So kind of similar to me, bought an old house here and has been trying to fix it up. But he's done a lot more work than I have, and his house is livable. His house is also not as old as mine. I want to say his house is probably about 70 years old or so. And he lives there with his wife and child. His wife is Japanese. And he's got a cute place. It's a 2-story. It's not nearly as big or spacious as mine. He only has one building, just the house. And but the location is cute. It's like a fishing village. So it's a pretty cool little place. But if you guys are ever interested to see his channel, you can look him up. His channel name is DIY Japan. I just put it in the chat. But his name's Danny. If you look him up and you're interested in his videos, you can let him know that I sent you over there. But he's supposed to be joining me this weekend for the Texans game. He wants to be antagonistic, so we'll see how that goes. Suns with the ball. Boye tosses it over to Malak. Malak with a bad pass to his teammate. They get a shot off, but it's missed. Rockets get the ball. Hayes Davis with the miss. Davison has it. 2:27 left in the fourth. Davison with a nice behind-the-back move gets all the way inside but misses the running jump shot. Sloppy passing right there by the Suns. They almost lose the ball in the backcourt. They recover. Bouye over to Malak. Malak hands it back to Bouye, goes inside. Fakes the jump shot. Out for three to Fleming, who misses it. Knocked away. They're going to say it's Suns ball. Tate's complaining about it. But I agree with the commentators. They're saying that the Rockets need to clean that stuff up. When they get a rebound or a steal, they need to stop being so sloppy with the transition. They had the ball, and they lost it again. 92-115, with less than 2 minutes left. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Suns trying to work for something here. They get it in the lane, little jump shot, and it's in. 94-115. Carol says my nickname should be Jack Frost. It'll be 18. That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold. Tate makes a bad pass back to Davison. Bouye gets it, goes all the way down the other end, and he oh my gosh, he tried to lay it up and in, and he airballed it right in front of the goal, and he airballed it, but his teammate was there to grab it and dunk it in on the rebound. 96-115. Watching some of these third string guys is pretty hilarious. Ball knocked out of bounds. Foul called on Fleming against Holiday. 1:17 left in the fourth. It's been 10 degrees Celsius here in Hiroshima City past few days as a high. And that is 50 degrees. So just a little chilly. Not too bad, but out of my house it's probably about 0 degrees, around freezing. Excuse me. 117 to 96. Almost a steal there by Davison. Suns working for a shot, trying to get a shot off. 1 minute left in the game, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bouye has it, goes inside, all the way to the rim, gets the layup. .50 seconds left. Davison bringing it down, 117 to 98 Rockets. Brennan, did your old friend from Australia help? Oh, Glenn? Well, he didn't help me with any renovations, but he definitely helped me do a lot of cleanup. So, especially outside, I guess it's just mainly his preference. His main preference is to do outside work. He loves doing work outdoors. And so he did a lot of cleanup work outside, you know, getting the debris sorted and separated and piled up into different piles, like broken tiles and glass and rotten wood, tree limbs, leaves, and all of that stuff. He was able to do a lot of cleanup outside, and I burned a lot of that stuff, almost all of it. Capella had 2 free throws, missed both of them. 117 to 98 Rockets, 25 seconds left in the game. But he went to Okinawa with a friend of his and then back to Osaka, and that's where he's at right now. Bouye has a clean path to the goal. He goes up for a tomahawk dunk and gets blocked by Capella with both hands. He got totally stuffed by Capella with a 2-handed block. That was hilarious. Bouye just did not realize who he was going up against on that attempted dunk. And that's going to be the end of the game. They're going to show this replay. Man, that was amazing. Capella just went straight up with both hands straight up and just completely trashed Bouye on that dunk. Man, that had to be an ego destroyer right there. But that's the end of the game. It ends with the Rockets up 117 to 98. A nice comeback win. The Rockets started off so poorly. Durant winds up with 28 points, 8 assists. He gets his 31,000 points today. So that's really nice to see. Daryl says, I should stick out like a sore thumb. I'll be wearing my blue color Rush jersey. Will Anderson Jr., and I'm sure I'll get some looks. Pretty cool. Nice. Brendan says the Texans injury report is so big right now. Yeah, but I think that they still have a good chance. The main way that you can win against the Chiefs is to put pressure on Mahomes. That's what I've heard. So, if that's true, then I think the Texans can have a good chance. They'll have a really good chance of beating the Chiefs. I'm looking forward to the game. Let's take a quick look at the final figures of the game before I get out of here. Before we get out of here, Durant had 28 points. Thompson had 31. Smith had 16. Holiday had 10. Tate with 8. Okogie with 6. Adams with 4. Capella with 4. Shepard with 10. Yep. So Shepard and Holiday had 10. But man, what a comeback. Rockets scored 24 in the first quarter and 44 in the second. That's when they really started turning it on and coming back and getting a hold of this game. Just blew it open. Took almost a 10-point lead by halftime. And after that, there was no looking back. The Suns only scored 14 points in the third quarter. How about that? Good, solid defense. So the Rockets scored 24, 44, 29, and 20 Didn't really expect them to do much in the fourth, and they weren't really trying. So it makes sense. 15-5 is their record now. 7-2 at home. Good home record. Next game coming up real soon. Let me pull it up here just so I can let you all know what the plan is. Tomorrow, the Rockets are playing in Dallas against the Mavericks at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So I will be going live at 10:30 a.m. Japan time, which is exactly 7:30 Central Time. I hope to see you there for that game. And then we're going to have a little time off until the Texans game. Now, the good thing is for me is that after the Texans game, I'll have a perfect little window of breaks, no games for a couple of days, and that's when my daughter will be here. So I don't actually have to miss any games, I think. So that's good. I'm appreciative of that. I really don't want to miss any games. So I should be here for all of the Rockets and Texans games during that time. But they're all scheduled already on my channel. So if you haven't turned on the notifications to get the alerts, go ahead and do that as soon as possible. Let's see here. Daryl says, hope your day is a good one. Thank you so much, Daryl. You too. I appreciate you all being here once again. It started off as a crummy game, but it turned out pretty well. Rockets just turned on the defense and the offense starting in the second quarter and just completely shut down the Suns in the third quarter. They only got 14 points, but the Rockets wound up winning this game by 19 points, but they were up to over 30 points, over a 30-point lead at one point. So that was really awesome. Brendan wants to know when my daughter comes to town. For me, it will be Tuesday night. She'll be here Tuesday night. For all of you, that's Wednesday. Well, not necessarily Wednesday. You could say it's in the middle of the night on Wednesday. So by the time I actually see her when she arrives, it'll probably be around 4:30 or 5 in the morning for you guys and gals on Tuesday. But for me, it will be late Tuesday evening whenever I see her. And then she'll be here for 2 full days. And then early that next morning, she'll go to the airport and fly out. She will be here. The plan is for her to be here with my brother. And I don't know all the reasons why, but my brother is treating me in a way that is not good for anybody. Not good for him, not good for me, not good for my daughter, not good for the world, just not good for anybody. If he wants to continue to be that way, it's his business. Like I told Angel earlier, I don't have anything to forgive him for. He chooses to be who he is. Everybody chooses to be who they are. If I decide that a person is not living or being the way I think they should be, then that's just being judgmental. And I know that it's hard for people to understand that, right? Because some people say, well, of course they're doing wrong. You know, everybody would agree that that person is doing something wrong. Well, it doesn't matter if it appears to be obviously wrong or not. Like, for example, if one person steals from another, most people would say, yes, that's wrong. But if you want to look at it from a higher level, to say that that person is a thief is actually judgmental. I know it sounds a little crazy, but bear with me here. This is really based in the teachings of Jesus, and I'm not trying to get religious or anything. I'm just saying, because I'm a spiritual guy. I'm not a religious guy. But my point of view is that Everybody is connected to God. We're all a part of God. And the Bible tells us not to judge, because if we judge, we will be judged. So literally, when you're judging somebody else for being a thief or being a bad person or being a hurtful person, you're also judging yourself for being the same. And how is that possible? Because you are also a part of God, and that other person is a part of God. And when you judge that person, it's like one part of the body judging another part of the body, but we're both the body. So how can the right hand judge what the left hand is doing when both are connected to the body? The body decides what the different parts of the body will do. Does it not? And so by, you saying that the left hand is doing bad things and judging the left hand as a thief or whatever is to condemn the body. And when you condemn the body, you're basically judging God. And it's a difficult teaching for most people. And for many years, I would never accept such a teaching. But if you can't accept that teaching, then you will always struggle in your relationships with other people. But I do look forward to seeing my daughter. It would be my preference to have a loving relationship and have fun and get along with my brother. But it seems likely that that will never happen. But whether it happens or not doesn't matter. What matters is what's going on inside me. And for all of you, it's the same. What matters most is what's going on inside of you. What's going on outside and what other people are doing, none of that matters to you. And it shouldn't matter to you. The only thing that should matter is what you think about it, how you feel about it, and what you're doing with yourself in your life. So, my human side wants to be upset, wants to be hurt, wants to be angry, etc. But I know that I have to refuse those things. To give into emotions is to be weak. So even if another person like my brother were to lecture me, which he basically did, he sent me a really long message to lecture me, and he said some really what people would consider to be very hurtful and wrong things. And I can see that these things are not beneficial. But everybody would say, you should tell him this and you should tell him that, but whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he does have a warped view on me, who I am. And he doesn't know me. He thinks he knows me, but he doesn't. He doesn't know me at all. So unfortunately, we don't have that loving relationship I would prefer. But once again, we don't have to. We don't have to. It's just a preference. I'd like for it to be that way, but it's just not that way. And I'm sure all of you have had or have similar relationships, right? Where there's somebody in your family or somebody in your circle somewhere that you really do want to get along with. You would prefer to get along with them, maybe even be close to them, but it's not dependent on you. It's not your responsibility to worry about it or fix it. But at the same time, you don't have to, and you shouldn't accept the trauma, accept the abuse. People choose to be the way they are, and you can let them be that way and just walk away from it, because by doing so, you're the stronger person. But that's about all I have to say about those things. It's now almost 1 o'clock. I've got to meet the guy over at Costco to repair my van, or he's going to assess it and tell me what the problem is today. So hopefully that will get fixed. It will be cheap and quick, and it'll get fixed, and everything will be okay. I hope so, but we'll see. If the cost is way too high, I might just have to take it to my house and park it and not use it. However, I hope that it's a cheap, inexpensive, and quick repair, so that I can have it before my daughter arrives. There's not much time to repair it because she's coming Tuesday night. So that basically means they have today. They might be closed tomorrow, but if they're closed tomorrow, they only have today, Monday, and Tuesday to get it fixed. So we'll see. But anyway, once again, thanks for being here. I love you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. We got up to 18 likes. I think that's pretty darn good considering that there weren't too many views today. But I do appreciate you being here. And I hope to see all of you plus some extra people tomorrow. It appears that I managed to figure out the connection issue with my internet, because after I reconnected the wire into the second port, I haven't lost my connection. So maybe that was just the issue. Maybe it was just the plug was too loose. We'll see. But either way, fingers crossed. I love you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again. Go Stros, go Texans, and go Rockets. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a pleasant evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. And that's it from here in Hiroshima. Until tomorrow, bye-bye. Jane. See you.